Hi, my name is Paige Martin and I'm a postdoc at Australian National University here in Canberra, Australia, but I'm also affiliated with the Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory in New York, USA. I myself study air-sea interaction, and I'm also super passionate about capacity building in oceanography and fair data and open source software practices. In this presentation, I'll show you how I helped introduce open source software at an ocean summer school in Ghana, and how these tools are incredibly powerful and can help enable researchers in West Africa, as well as across the globe, to use data sets from programs like OASIS. The Coastal Ocean and Environment Summer School was started by Professor Brian Arbic, who's actually one of the organizers of the OASIS workshop today. The school has taken place every year since 2015 in Ghana's capital of Accra, though the last 2 years were held online. Most attendees are from Ghana and Nigeria, as well as several other West African countries, with more widespread global participation at the online schools. Participants include undergraduate and graduate students, researchers, professors, and other academic and non-academic ocean professionals. Typical components of the school include lectures on a range of ocean science topics, hands-on laboratory activities, small group projects, panel discussions, field trips to the beach, and a boat ride at an Accra port. One aspect of coessing that I help lead is the Python computing component, with a focus on empowering participants with open source software skills that they can then use in their research or other professional endeavors. Since first introducing Python at the school, Python programming has become one of the most popular aspects of coessing, and it is clear just how essential open source software and equitable access to data is for researchers in West Africa. We have received a lot of enthusiastic feedback about Python sessions at coessing, but I'd like to highlight one participant's feedback from Mumin Oladipo, and I'll let him introduce himself and share his experience at coessing.
I am Oladipo Mumin Olatunji. I'm a PhD student at the University of Ilorin in Nigeria. I learned Python at the 2018 coessing event. Python is versatile, robust, and a very great tool. Being open source, it's a leverage for researchers like me in the developing country, where access to research grants is limited. I've implemented energy-saving instrumentation for tracking solar flare using Python. It was built around the Raspberry Pi. I also use Python for my data visualization, data analysis, and data presentation. In addition to the programming languages that I know and I write, Python has greatly improved my research capability.
The story behind Mumin's instrumentation for detecting solar flares is quite interesting. Prior to learning Python, Mumin had tried to set up instrumentation with a desktop computer, only to find that the power consumed by a desktop was beyond his budget. Once he was introduced to Python at coessing, he realized that he could use a much smaller computer, called a Raspberry Pi, that can be programmed using Python and consumes far less power than a desktop, and was within his budget. His setup was a success, and he has configured similar systems at several research institutes in Nigeria. This anecdote is just one of many that underscores the importance of capacity building as well as open science practices. I am so excited that OASIS is placing a strong emphasis on capacity building to ensure equity and inclusion in ocean sciences. We at coessing would be thrilled to use openly available data sets from OASIS to ensure that scientists in West Africa and across the globe feel welcomed and well-equipped to join the global air-sea interaction community. As we can see, open source software can help OASIS achieve its goal of fairness and inclusivity and help lower barriers to scientific research across the globe. Thanks so much.